I absolutely love Wing Chun, but what Wing Chun did to me was teach me how to have the Wing Chun mindset so that I can actually use and apply it in my self-defense skills. To me, Wing Chun is a mindset to have. Be patient for the attack. As many Kung Fu people say, right? Set up the trap and let the mouse come into the trap. Can your Wing Chun actually be used in a self-defense situation, right? This is what a lot of people question over the years, right? So it's not like a typical boxer, it's just somebody throwing a punch, okay? So let's say Chris goes left lead, okay? So he's left lead, I'm left lead, okay? He throws like a big haymaker punch at me, perfect. I blocked, okay? So I did a Tan Sao block. My right hand chopped using a Fox Sao attack. It looks like Wing Chun, right? He throws the same attack. Now I jam the forearm using old school karate methods, and compared to chopping here, I go throat grab instead. There's lots of different things that you can do. Or you can do judo chop and take him down. If you notice, I'm doing the same thing. The thing that they both have in common that I absolutely love is what's just simply labeled as bursting. Bursting means that I'm blocking and striking at the same time. Now here comes the myth or the fallacy of the Wing Chun, well, I should say of the martial arts community, that he's going to stand there after I stun him and he's going to be able to just get teed up and I can do 18 different things to him and he's going to end up on the ground and I'm going to stand and look like the hero. So that's where the bullshit lies. Okay, and that's the hard part that people don't like to hear about their own martial arts, especially if they train it for 20 years. I know that because I did it for 25. 25 years I thought I was good at fighting. Then you get in a couple fights and you're like, holy shit, I suck. I need to start training with a different mindset and train jujitsu. So he threw the big hook punch. I'm here and I'm striking and I'm hitting. So he throws something else again and bah, I tanda again and again he goes and I tanda and I chop. Or I'm here and I hit, right? So they're like, okay, well, you have to use speed then. You have to be able to shut down the next attack. Okay, I like the idea, like the concept, we're getting there, right? So he throws something circular, boom, there. If I strike hard enough through here, it will stop, hopefully, the next attack or maybe move him back so that it's hard for him to throw that secondary punch. So your timing is perfect, fantastic. That's if they're throwing a big haymaker, but you got to have the cojones to be able to stand here, hold your ground, be patient, wait for him to strike, and then do something. So again, circular attacks, it should be pretty easy. I don't care what you call it. It can be used, but now comes the straight punch, right? So we'll switch to right lead for the camera. Okay, he fires a jab. Just so you guys don't know what a jab looks like, he throws, bink, and I get hit. Lead hand punch, right leg forward, right hand hitting me. This is where I had a lot of issues trying to figure out what Wing Chun would do, right? We have the Jeet Kune Do guys who come here and they're like, find the bridge, puck, and enter, and then make your hit. Remember, Jeet Kune Do likes boxing, Bruce Lee base, right? Has some trapping in there, but really it's all stemming off of this bridge. This is why you see a lot of Jeet Kune Do guys have this kind of what's called a bridge, right hand versus right hand, and then they have their sensitivity drills which let them kind of do a little bit of trapping, right? So I think it's great. There's nothing wrong with it, except it doesn't work. So that's kind of a lot wrong with it, right? Why? Because if he throws a punch and I throw a punch, when have you ever seen that happen? I haven't seen it happen a lot. I've seen people throw punches and because they're reacting, they try and get out of the way, now enter in your boxing, which is great. But when he fires that punch, like maybe I puck and enter there. So that's the difference to me, right? Is I'm not looking for a simultaneous punch and then an entry coming into here. I'm waiting for the attack to come in. I'm seeing the attack, I'm registering the attack, I'm making sure my initial strike is coming from my rear because structurally that's going to be stronger like a cross punch. So as he fires, I'm going like this, but now I'm bursting again, right? So he fires and I'm bursting and I go and I get my hit. Freeze, come in nice and close and look at this. With my training, my size, I was able to take his hand and deflect his hand off of center and hit at the same time. But what if the exact opposite happened and they're so big and strong that when this came in, it shot you away? Good. Self-defense is about not getting punched in the face, right? So there's nothing wrong with that in theory. But now you start to lose me when you say, okay, I can clear this hand and hit to here and he's not going to do anything. Because remember, if he's really focused on firing this punch, he's not blocking that. That's where your bursting works. That's where your Wing Chun can work, right? He fires at me and I crush and I hit here. Wing Chun community says one punch hits, another one hits, another one hits, another one hits. Nothing wrong with that in theory, but if you've ever hit somebody before, they don't stand there. They either do one of two things. They either move back or they start moving back, or they get pissed off and they move in and they try and hug you and take you down and grapple you. Okay, so let's say option one, he's moving back. He moves back, he moves back. I'm using my Wing Chun. Oh, my footwork has to be very good in order to chase him. So they have a whole bunch of drills like follow us, hit the mitts. Yeah, sure. It might work in theory. But what I've found is when you get to this point here, not a lot of people move back. Why? Because he's intent on punching me. This hand is coming to here. So if I start punching, right, my hand leaves here. The second my hand leaves here in slow-mo, Chris's hand is going to leave there in slow-mo. So we leave and punch and, okay, so I hit him again, right? But was it enough to send him away? No. That's going to do some damage. He swung, he wanted to use power. It turned into like a weird ass boxing hook punch that he threw, but whatever, something came out. This is why the mindset is the most important. He fires. This is good, I get a hit. But now Wing Chun mindset for self-defense. He tried to hit me, 0 points for him. I hit him. 1 point for me. I try and hit him again, 2 points, but he throws a big punch that's worth 2 points. I don't like that. So if I'm here, now I have to look at what's the actual threat. I know exactly where this hand is. That's why your Chi Sao training works. That's why your sensitivity training works. You can feel where this weapon is, where it chooses to go or not. That hand, I have no clue where it is. So I have to use my visual cortex. So my eyes need to be peering to that weapon then, not to the face I'm striking, but to the hand that's coming. So if something comes, notice I chose to jam out again. Now from here, my training kicks in because where I have this elbow, because I want forward energy, I'm going to turn and go into my judo throw, right? That's just what felt comfortable for me with the energy I was given there. See, the energy is different right now. His elbow's back further. Now I feel like throwing a hook punch. Right? If I'm in a little tighter, maybe I'm throwing an elbow. But notice my hand is always sticking to this. His hand started here and slowly throughout the downward, he's dropping it down. So I'm here, and now I control this. Now from here, I have a clench. So if I'm clenching, now it's headbutt time. Now it's elbow time. And I'm doing all these different things. Is that Wing Chun mindset of, hey, use this. That's great, bursting. But now don't inflict your will on others. You're going to get beaten. Instead, wait and be patient for something to come. Something comes perfect. It keeps coming. Boom. That's why you need to train. And you need to train in multiple disciplines that cover all the ranges of martial arts. Real quick, kicking, punching, trapping, grappling, weapons. If you are not training all 5 of those, I think you're doing yourself a disservice if you're truly concerned about self-defense. Stay safe.